Okay, so today I've got the tutorial of the little bird of prey. It's pretty cool. Hope you enjoy it. I've got the one with the wings spread ready to take off, and the perched version with the wings back. I designed this April 20th, 2019. This is the second one. Fixed up the tail a little bit on this one. Hope we can do that again. It's pretty hard. It's got nice talons, a hook beak, big strong chest, just like a little hawk, or maybe you can call it an eagle if you want. I think it's more like a hawk, maybe. Stands up good. And then this one's relaxing on a perch. Got me a nice crisp dollar for this one. Yeah, you don't have to have a new one. If it's creased up some in the middle, it'll probably work out fine. If the edges are good, that'd be nice. So I'm going to try this one with it flipped over from the other two. So we're going to fold in half, line it up nice and even. I'm already a tiny bit off. Alright, and then you fold these down where the top edge originates at the center line, and the bottom part of the crease goes all the way to the point right here. Oh man, yeah, it's a little difficult to get it exact. Alright, and I do the other side the same way. Alright. Now flip it over and fold both these edges into the center line. So this is the crease we're making on the back right here. Crease that down. And I do the other one, folding the crease into the center line. And then we just made this one, crease it down. We're going to do the little petal fold, I guess it's called, into the center. Pre-folding. Do the other one. What kind of designs are you into? Maybe I can come up with one. Let me know with a comment. I'd surely like to read any comment, good or bad. And if you don't like the model, a comment why would be great. Then maybe I can improve. laying that over. And this part is going to be the beak right here. So there we go. That's good. And I'm probably going to pause a lot because I don't want to make any mistakes for you. Okay, now we're going to fold these sides into the center line, but you don't have to go all the way down to the point here. So it'll look like it's a little sloppy, but you want this part touching the line in the center. So right like this, and it can end just a little early. That way it's easier to make the tail fan out at the end. So let's do the other side. Try to line it up the same. Except on this one, don't crease it real hard because we're going to fold it under. I'll reverse that one underneath. And there we go. Crease that down. And turn over. And now we're going to bring this point up to this point. So line that up really well. Crease right here. And then fold this over. Right on the center line. Making a point here. Now this sticks out on the back further than the other one. That's how it is. So just crease it down this way. And then put this point up here as well. Line those up. And there you go. Now let's do the other side. This point up to the top. Even though it's kind of a difficult model, hopefully the instructions make it easy. Fold this over at the point. And bring that one up. Have to slide it a little bit, like that. Okay, now let's crease all that stuff down really well. Got my little dice trick. Works good. Hope you got something works well. Alright, let me think about the next step, directions. Alright, so the next part, you open these up a little bit. We're going to bring this line, this raw edge to the center line. Right here and right up here. So you just bring it over some as you start closing this. And there's a little crease there, so you can use that for the center. I already got mine a little too far bent in. So make the points. Just pinch a little bit, like this top one, and then you can go ahead and go down as you lay it down. See, we got it in there pretty even. That's good. Close that up, pinch that down. Now we got to do this one. Same thing, really. Just get it lined up at the corner. Get it lined up at this one. And just follow it down here and close it up. Now do the other side. It's a little bit harder because this is in the way. You can open it up. Hope everybody's seeing it good. Just like that. Now this one. Alright, there we go. Take a short break for the video performance. Alright, so it looks like this so far. Well, darn, I realized I made a slight mistake. We don't have to start over, but I was supposed to fold this point that way before we fold it in the sides. So just open it up. It'll be alright. Fold this point on the back that way. Then retuck in this side that was folded back and this side that was folded over. Go ahead and fold it in. Sorry about that. Well, this is only the third one, so, you know. Alright, so now let's put these back where they were. Everything's fine. Just that extra step. And you just have to manipulate that a little bit right there. Okay. So, sorry about that. So now we're going to fold in half on this side. And you're going to use this flap and tuck it in over here. This holds our little bird together. And that part is kind of hard there. Hang on a sec. I like to use these hemostats. You just, like I said, you're going to tuck this flap in, right in there. See, open that up. Alright, I'll try and do it without the tool. Push that down. Push this over. Lay the wings and feet back in. And now it makes the model a little crooked till you get this fully tucked in. So that's where you got to use the tool. Pull this down. Pull this down in there and pinch right there. And lay the wings back down. There you go. So it's like this. Makes this part a little crooked. Don't worry about it. That becomes the tail. So that's fine. So it looks like this. We could do the head now, but it might get smacked around a little bit. So the legs are really fragile too. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Let's do the beak. Open this up. Pull this down. Go back as far as you can when you're pulling this down. See right there? Pull it down. Just like that. Reverse this little fold here. And then you can always lift it up or down if you want. Maybe a little bit up. Main thing is go all the way back to here with your fold. And then for the beak, just hold all this so it doesn't get moved. And then just bend that over. Because it's pretty small to mess with there. You can, if you're really skilled, reverse fold the hook of the beak. Let's try and do it. Open it up. Put something there. Bend it over. Just like that. It really doesn't want to stay. There it is. And there we go. So you can do that part either way. All right. Now, this is the wing, and this is the leg. Open the leg, and reverse fold this crease. Right here, flatten it, and bring it forward toward the head of the body. And just make sure these are lined up. And then you can adjust it up and down to taste. I think maybe right down there is good. Flip it over. And then just line up the next one the same. So open this up. Flatten this together right here. Reverse this fold. And bring it forward. Now what I've noticed is it's hard to get the legs the same length. So, oops, got a little part that wasn't reversed there. So pull it down to the same angle, and then this one's shorter, so before you crease it down, pull it out a little bit more. Wiggle it up and down to do it. And there we go. Now, flatten that out. Watch out for the other wing. Straighten that back up. There we go. Okay. So the legs are the same length. Now we need to reverse fold these right in here. about straight down, a little bit back, but not much. This folds straight down and it goes back a little bit. Alright, let's get the other one the same. Open it up right there. Reverse it in. Just take your time on these. And then, some might want the foot facing forward. And then it looks like it's standing on a flat surface. If you go this way with the last reverse fold. But if you go back again, it looks like it's grabbing onto something with its talon, like that. So you can do that either way you want. It's your bird of prey. And there we go. And now let's try and do the tail. So we've got the fold that holds it together. So hold on the side where the fold goes on the inside so it doesn't come undone. And just widen this out a little bit. There's a little fold in there where we're just pulling it out a little bit. Now pinch here and pull out this side a little bit. There we go, like that. So now we want to pinch right here, fold it up this way at an angle, like that. And now reverse the tail, fold. There we go, like that. So we've got a nice wide tail. Now you can flatten that stuff out. You can move this crease this way or that way to taste. But there we go. And now the wings, you just puff them out by putting your finger in here, lift them up this way, and then just kind of scrape along them to give them a little rounding effect. And just hold it the middle of the body so you don't mess up the legs. Same thing on the other side. Try not to flatten right here much. Okay, so now that's it. And you can do the wings however you want, really. You can have them out. If you want it to look like the perched bird, there's one extra thing you got to do, and then you got to leave it a couple of days or a day at least. But if you want it like that, you're done. Just do some little final adjusting. And there's your model. Here's the other one. Now if you want it to have the wings more perched, just push them in over the tail. Each one should end up back here with the point. And then you need a little piece of thread. And you just get them nice and lined up like that. And you take a little piece of thread, about a foot long or 300 centimeters, something like that. lay it right here and just wind it around. Make sure you go over this edge so that it doesn't come undone, and just wind it around a bunch of times. 2 feet or 500 or 600 centimeters looks even better. And then just, if you leave it like that for at least a day or maybe more, then after you take the string off, it'll come out and the wings will stay tucked in like that. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the model. Would appreciate a like. Comments are always read. If you have any issues with any part, let me know and I'll try and help you out. Really appreciate you watching. Oh, and if you want to make it more like an attacking eagle, then you can untuck that center flap or never tuck it in to begin with. And then the legs will be nice and wide. And it looks like a more stout bird that way. So there you go. You have lots of options. Hope the instructions were great. Might smash the head together a little bit more. And there we go. Have a great evening. Bye.